The Bay of Pigs invasion, April 17th to 19th, 1961, was a failed CIA-backed military operation that attempted to overthrow Fidel Castro's communist government in Cuba. Instead of toppling Castro, the mission became one of the biggest embarrassments in U.S. history, strengthening Cuba's ties with the Soviet Union and escalating Cold War tensions. After Fidel Castro overthrew Cuban dictator Fulgencio Batista in 1959, he established a communist government and allied with the Soviet Union, worrying the United States. President Dwight D. Eisenhower approved a covert CIA plan to train Cuban exiles for an invasion to overthrow Castro. When John F. Kennedy became president in 1961, he inherited the plan and reluctantly approved it, but limited U.S. military support to maintain secrecy. A force of about 1,500 Cuban exiles, trained and armed by the CIA, landed at the Bay of Pigs, a remote beach in southern Cuba. However, the plan fell apart quickly. Surprise attack failed. The invasion was supposed to be a secret, but Cuban intelligence knew about it in advance. Air support was weak. Kennedy canceled key U.S. airstrikes, fearing international backlash. Without enough air cover, the exiles were vulnerable. Poor planning and execution. The landing site was swampy and difficult to navigate, slowing the invasion. Cuban military response. Castro's 20,000-strong army quickly surrounded the invaders. No uprising. The U.S. expected local Cubans to rise up against Castro, but most supported him or feared retaliation. After 3 days of intense fighting, the invaders were defeated, with over 1,100 captured and over 100 killed. The aftermath. Kennedy took full responsibility for the failure, but privately blamed the CIA and military advisors. Castro strengthened his position, proving he could resist U.S. aggression. U.S.-Cuba relations worsened, leading to the Cuban Missile Crisis in 1962. The U.S. was humiliated on the world stage, showing that covert regime change was risky. The Bay of Pigs exposed flaws in U.S. intelligence and military planning. It was a turning point that forced future presidents to rethink covert interventions.